Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Nick here, back again with another video. Now, what is today's video? Well, today's video, I'm here just to discuss my grievance and, quite frankly, confusion with the MBTA's plan of scrapping the 12s. Because, quite frankly, from what I've seen thus far, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and I'll elaborate on that. So, I'm looking on my Discord server right now, in which, if you haven't joined already, I highly recommend you do, because then, if you join, you get new post notifications from me, because I add everyone saying, hey, new video's up, and all that sort of stuff. So, link is in the description below. Go join my Discord server. But, I have this channel on my Discord server called Retired and Scrapped 1200 Picks, which, it's basically a forum in which people in this Discord server can upload their photos of them spotting 12s being hauled off for being scrapped. And well, people have been submitting stuff. And what I've seen thus far is, quite frankly, very, very confusing in my mind. Because, as we all know, or maybe some of you know, but the first set of 12s that were hauled off to be scrapped were 1238 and 1239, which were shipped off in September of this year. In which, quite frankly, the fact that 1238 and 1239 were shipped off first is absolutely baffling to me, because 1238 and 39 were perfectly working 12s before they were shipped off to scrap. I mean, the scrap line that is right nearby Wellington, there are at least 12 cars sitting on there that have not been touched since they've begun scrapping. They've only been hauling off perfectly working 12s since they've begun scrapping, which is absolutely mind-boggling to me. The fact that they're getting rid of the current cars that actually work instead of the cars that they've been scrapping for parts for the past 7 months. Now, I don't understand what the MBTA's logic in this is, since you're basically, at this point, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because you're getting rid of a fleet that is, quite frankly, perfectly, you're getting rid of cars that work perfectly fine, and you're shipping them off to be scrapped. Meanwhile, there's a line of 12 cars that have been retired 7 months ago, and you're doing nothing about them. It doesn't make any sense to me that you're hauling off perfectly functioning cars to scrap. Imagine, within the next day, month, week even, the MBTA gets more they get more dispatchers in the operations control center, and they're now able to put more cars on the line. Right now, they currently have only 14s running on the orange line, and the headways in between trains are absolutely fucking insane right now. It's at least 15 minutes. If you get there and the train had just left, it's at least a 15-minute wait until another train comes, which is not acceptable in my mind. Sure, yes, you're running less trains, but 15 minutes for a wait time is pretty ridiculous in my mind. And I don't understand why they're getting rid of perfectly working 12s when they could be emptying out that scrap line right now that has been sitting there for 7 months. I just don't understand it whatsoever. 1238 and 39 were hauled off in September. Looking further here, someone posted this this month on October 18th. They saw 1212 and 1213 on the highway being hauled to the scrapyard, which 1212 and 1213 were perfectly fine working 12s. I rode them very close to the last day that they were running 12s. And I don't understand why they're getting rid of perfectly functioning 12s. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't get it. Yes, I get it. You're trying to get rid of these things so you can continue the shipment with CRRC and everything. But quite frankly, I haven't seen any new deliveries of 14s for months at this point. And quite frankly, the MBTA has not really publicly disclosed what the current progress is with getting new 14s for the orange line. They just haven't. And I think some press release came out saying that they were going to try to work out a contract to continue shipments and stuff. But at this current pace, and from what I currently know, is that they are currently pumping out 1 to 2 cars per month, which is not really a lot, if you ask me. If it takes a whole month just to build a married couple of cars, it's going to be a long time before the fleet is completely replaced. And the fact that they're scrapping 12s right now, when at any point they could have more dispatchers in the operations control center and they can have more trains on the line, they won't have enough new trains to run on the line. They only have around 60 to 70 cars right now, which even if they did have more trains on the line, or even if they did have more dispatchers in the operations control center, they don't have enough 14s to make up for the pre-pandemic train levels or before the whole like FTA crisis and stuff. They just don't have enough 14s for that right now. So I don't understand why they're scrapping 12s that are perfectly fine when at any day at this point they could be given the green light to have more trains on the line. And it baffles me. And I felt like I just wanted to voice that, since quite frankly, I feel like nobody has really brought this up yet, and I feel like it's a valid opinion. And no, this video is not here just to defend the 12s. This is a perfectly logical statement in my opinion. I just don't understand why they're getting rid of perfectly functioning old trains that they could use if they're allowed to put more trains on the line. I just don't understand it whatsoever. However, that's the MBTA for you, and quite frankly, right now, they're just the biggest shit show on the earth. There are third world countries, or even various other countries, that have much better public transportation systems, especially subways, compared to the MBTA. The MBTA is doing really badly right now, and quite frankly, the fact that they're scrapping perfectly working cars is not helping their case. But that's whatever. I just wanted to voice my opinion on this and just kind of make this statement said. If anyone from the MBTA is watching this, can you please take this statement into consideration and not scrap perfectly working cars? Just scrap all the cars take all the cars off of the scrap line and scrap those, because those have been sitting there for months on end. And people in the fucking town of Malden have been saying, can we please get rid of these cars because we think homeless people are breaking into them and causing a ruckus. There was like a whole news article on this shit earlier, and quite frankly, the fact that they still have not touched that line and they've begun scrapping is beyond me. I just don't understand it whatsoever. But anyway, I just wanted to voice my opinion on this, and maybe some of you agree, maybe some of you don't. Whatever, it's cool with me. This is just my opinion. I just wanted to voice that. And MBTA, if you're watching this, can you please just have some logic and think first before you start doing shit? Okay? Thank you. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.